It's locked. Okay. This side seems slightly better off than that side. However, somehow I don't think we get the option of staying here. Well, I mean, we have the option, but I don't think it's going to. I don't know why I felt the need to kill that one, but I did. I think it's just because I noticed there was a... We'll be coming back this way, maybe? So there's right in here, but it's too faint to read. The note stuck on the board frame aren't anything either. How many bullets do we have? 39 plus 10 in a clip. The katana actually did a good job against them last time. Pop him. There we go. Make sure you finish your monsters properly when they go down. Drop, yes. Oh. Good job, Heather. There's a wheelchair here. With that stretcher back there, it's almost like a hospital. God, I hate hospitals. Not that I like churches much either. This person, not quite. Maybe, but I don't feel like pulling back the sheets to see. Oh yeah, also there's the point in the map in the game where we have to fill in the map ourselves. It's tend to be fun. I feel like this is possibly the best iteration of it. Cassette tape. It's that symbol. There's a bunch of papers in this file. I get the feeling this is a handwritten copy of some book. The representations represents the deity known as the Halo of the Sun in Heldry, symbolize a religious group. The other two outer circles are charity and resurrection. The three inner circles are present, past, and future. Usually drawn in red, occasionally drawn in black and other colours, but blue reverses the meaning into a curse on God and therefore forbidden. So don't do it in blue. Or do it in blue. Wait, what? With fire. Oh. I thought it was like with fire then. It's like, hang on a minute. Why would there be books covered in fire? Even in this, we have locked doors. Or jammed doors. I mean, the walls look jammed, so it kind of makes sense. Or at least coated in jammed. There's a picture here of an angel flying into heaven, nothing special. I get the feeling there's something behind this picture, though. The girl's cries and footsteps disappear beyond it, after all. I don't know if this is the way, but I just wanted to at least mark it on the map. It's eerily quiet. I say that, no, there's like the moanings as well. Saint Jennifer, unwavering faith under death's blade. Didn't we hear Jennifer of a Jennifer before? Saint Nicholas, miraculous hands, a doctor of God. Saint Alessa, mother of God, daughter of God. This picture, that's me. I'm holding the baby, and I'm the baby being held. The me that wanted death and disappeared with God 17 years ago. And the me here now. And the me here and now that sought life. And then there's me looking at the painting of me, with me, holding me. The circle means resurrection. That's what it says on the paper back there. So death isn't the end. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Thanks to reincarnation, I died as a lesser, but I'm still living as myself. But you know, just the thought of it is starting to turn my stomach. Also explains why these are save points. Also, no, there's never an instance where you had to make them blue or whatever. I figured that would be an interesting puzzle at some point, but not the case. Some weird noises, but it's fine. Don't need to pay attention to them. Look at the map. Give us an idea of what we're dealing with. So the boss fight after killing the dude, I think it's the mercenary, I think they call him. There's now a slightly weaker, normal version of them wandering around. These books look like real mind benders. I think I'll leave them alone for now. Silent Hill, Ancient Gods, a study of the etymology and evolution. What a mouthful. There's no religion that has remained unchanged from the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When the religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own original Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of the primal gods may be given the names and description of Christian angels. Thus, shared characteristics begin to appear. There's also one rare example of the chief deity, creator of paradise or lord of serpents and reeds, being dubbed with the demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. Samael, not Lucifer, Beelzebub, the devil. Interesting little note there on why they share some of their names. There's a book on Tower here. Tower is based on the 22 Hebrew consonants, and it's said to represent the entire world. Each card, numbers 0 through 21, had a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. If upside down, I'm assuming. The second card, the High Priestess, donates intuition, harmony, faith, or domination and aggression. According to some texts, the Grander deck contains more than 22 cards. The Grander deck does not exist today. Garner deck is mentioned only in literature. Garner deck. I mean, there are many decks that have multiple cards now, because then you have the not the suits, the clubs, the coins, the reeds and cups. And of course the tarot cards dictate a story. The fool's life, not life, journey through life and beyond to seek wholeness. It's said that these extra cards were based on the lost Hebrew vows and donated an otherworldly transcendental existence, i.e. God. Okay. This book seems... nope. Another fun cutscene. There's a sheet of paper here, but it's blank. Oh. The Moon Tarot card. Possibly one of the most famous cutscenes from 3? Possibly? At least the idea of it.
Hiya, Heather.
Oh, hey.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
That's what all the sane people say.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? You sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side.
Now? You weren't before?
I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, Really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Huh. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you?
Oh no.
Don't worry. It's just a joke. By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine.
And plenty of bullets.
Here, take this.
That's not a bullet. Thanks. Book on Otherworld Laws. But the whole they look like monsters to you definitely rang, you know, people still debate it to this day whether he was actually joking or was his line, it's just a joke, was the joke. There's no label, but the tab's been removed. It might be worth checking it out. Just to clarify, when you record something on video or cassette, there's a little tab. If you remove it, it makes it much harder to record over it again. I mean, it was still possible. You just like put sellotape over it, and then that would trick the player to allow you to tape over it again. But normally, you remove the tab when you don't want to record over it. For people who might not remember or know of that technology, of ancient technology of years past. A big old book I got from Vincent in the archives. Seal of Metatron. This magical square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called the Varium 7 Crest, or the Seal of Metatron. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster, as it is also difficult to control. It is not usually used. As it's also difficult to control, it is not usually used. This is why it bears the name Metatron, after the angel Metatron, or Metaton, who also known as the Ancient of God. Also, a really cool design in SMT normally, like a robot dude. Really badass boss fight music for him as well in SMT 5. 4? 3. Maybe I had a really cool song in Ow. Get up, Heather, please. Around here. In 4, but I'm not sure I haven't played that. Well, I haven't played that one enough to know. I only played like a very small amount. Okay, we'll tackle this door first. How are we looking health-wise? We did take a I'll hold off. Really cool visuals still. All these bodies on the floor wrapped in plastic. What a nightmare. I'm just glad they don't seem about to get up. They don't seem about to get up anytime soon. The door's open. Inside there's someone wrapped in a body bag. Maybe? No, they're definitely dead. This crazy mixed up world has gotten me used to the strangest things. Easy for me to say, that's still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy myself sooner or later. I might already be crazy, who knows? Vinyl tape bag. Hanged man. Oh, we didn't check out the moon. This was a mortgaged place. Such a pitiful card. Found in the archives. I don't think it's an especially good card. I mean, I got scared. I used first aid skit. Okay. One good thing, I feel like with enough practice, I could dodge like stuff, like any boss fights attacks with enough practice, as I said. So if we get to the point where we don't have enough health, just keep trying and eventually I'll get it. Stun gun batteries. So it looks like Dad's. It's more than just a resemblance. Dad's not sleeping in the bed though. I mean, he wasn't sleeping in the bed before. You do know that, right, Heather? Must be dying on the bed. I wonder if it was meant to be lying down and they just translated it as sleeping. I don't know. Oh, I just need to have a quick drink. It's definitely a lot of journals and stuff to read through at this last stage. This writing, it's Dad's diary. Why would it be here? I sometimes have a sense, even now, that girl is a reincarnation of a lesser. I don't worry much about it now, that's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl? Or was that a lesser? Now Cheryl is a lesser again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time, I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was a lesser after all. But I do have just a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. When she was Cheryl, I suppose. I hope I'm not missing something. Other than the, this sweet journal. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this area's... I kind of don't want to fight those guys. There's a door here. Keep in mind, we are going to have to run all the way back at some point. Yeah, that's another thing. I think I've been like using health kits way too soon. But I blame that on the way the health system is displayed. Like, what am I doing in this room? Is there something for us to grab or what? Okay, just a long corridor. Once again, it's more of a case of just opening it up before heading through it. I say that. Might as well go and just check out this place quickly. Oh. I see, that's where it was a secret. Something stuck in this book. The Fool tarot card. This book, I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time I don't want to. Aglophagus. Red liquid or crystal resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from a herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It's said to grow in Arabian desert. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice to guard against demons. It is powerful, but it's rare. It's extremely difficult to obtain. That's what they used in the first game. Drug here, but it's just a name and label. No description or anything. It's too risky. Never mind. Picture of me when I was 7. I look bored and sad. Well, of course I do. I was always like that back then. 20 years ago, Dahlia used me to summon God. God was in my room, but I couldn't deliver her. Then I was shut up in this hospital room. I stayed here until Dad helped me out when I was 14. God ate away from me from within, driving me mad with suffering. There I was, wishing I could just die and be done with it. But I went on living that nightmare for 7 years. Looking at this bed just reminds me of those awful days. I don't want to remember them because I'm not Alyssa anymore. But Alyssa's still me. I'm not really trying to deny her anything. I'm sure it's a very complex situation for Heather to be in. Examine. In the old room, the one in the hospital. What did this one mean again? The Fool is the start of the journey. You're about to embark on a new journey, or about to. It's not really my style at all. Interesting how it's in Alyssa's room.